2.1 Cherry Tree by Ruskin Bond, Part 1. Hello dear students and dear friends. Today I will start with section 2 poetry and the poem 2.1 Cherry Tree by Ruskin Bond. Friends, today I will discuss the icebreakers of the poem Cherry Tree, the introduction of the poet Ruskin Bond, and the introduction of the poem Cherry Tree. Friends, first I will discuss the icebreakers of this poem. So open your textbook of English and see the icebreakers of this poem on page number 65, or you can also read this on the screen in front of you. Now see, the first activity in the icebreakers is trees are revered because. Now here you will have to give the reasons for what the trees are respected or revered. You are given one here in the form of clue, and you have to give other your own 4 reasons for revering or respecting the trees. Now I give you my own reasons. These reasons can be different or varied. Number 1, they give us joy. That is A, they give us joy. It is already given. Now B, they give us flowers, fruits, and the wood for the timber. C, they purify the atmosphere and give us oxygen. D, they give us shade and the shelter to the birds. E, they protect the environment and prevent the soil erosion. Now let's go for the second activity in the icebreaker. The second activity in the icebreaker is column A shows your involvement in growing a tree as well as the stages in the life of a tree. Column B shows the feelings you experience at all the stages. Match them appropriately. Friends, here 2 columns are given. In one column you are given your involvement in growing a tree. Suppose you are planting a tree and you are involved in taking care of that tree and growing it. They are given in column A, and moreover these are the stages of the life of a tree. Now I repeat, in column A your involvement in growing a tree is concerned or are given. Here you are given the stages in the life of a tree. These stages in the life of a tree indicate the stages in human life too. In column B, the feelings you experience at all these different stages in the life of a tree and your own life also are given. And so you will have to match these stages in the life of a tree with your experiences at all these different stages in the life of the tree and human life also. Now I tell you the answers directly. Number 1, you planted a sapling. Its answer is E. You wanted to make a humble beginning. Number 2, you watered the plant. Its answer is G. Its answer is G. You cared for it. Number 3, you saw the shoot for the first time. Its answer is B. The new experience brought excitement to you. Number 4, you fenced the plant. Its answer is F. Your motive was to protect it. Number 5, the plant gradually saw lush green leaves grow on it. Its answer is D. The color symbolizing life gave you a feeling of hope. Number 6, the tree had birds too. Its answer is A. Gave you a feeling of joy to see the promising future. And last one, number 7, birds made a nest on the tree which was fully grown and laden with flowers. Its answer is C. You were happy and satisfied because you experienced what you had often heard, that small beginnings can lead to a great achievements. So friends, here we have discussed all the icebreakers or all the activities in the icebreakers of this poem. Now please turn on the page and see the introduction of the poet Ruskin Bond. Now I will introduce you the poet Ruskin Bond. The poet Ruskin Bond was born in Kasauli, Himachal Pradesh in 1934. Ruskin Bond is one of the most famous poets in English in India. He was born in 1934 in Kasauli in Himachal Pradesh, one of the states in India. Ruskin Bond has written hundreds of short stories, essays, novellas, and more than 30 books for children. Novella. Novella means a short novel. Ruskin Bond has written hundreds of short stories. Many of his short stories are mysterious too. Many essays, many short novels, and more than 30 books for children. His first novel, The Room on the Roof, written when he was 17, received the John Llewellyn Rice Memorial Prize in 1957. The poet Ruskin Bond wrote his first novel with the title or named The Room on the Roof when he was just 17 years old. And for this novel, he has received the prize, the John Llewellyn Rice Memorial Prize in 1957. He has also published 2 volumes of autobiography, Scenes from a Writer's Life, and The Lamp is Lit, a collection of essays and episodes from his journal. Ruskin Bond has published his autobiography named Scenes from a Writer's Life in 2 volumes, and he has also published a collection of essays and episodes of his journals with the title The Lamp is Lit. In 1992, he received the Sahitya Akademi Award for English writing in India. In the year 1992, Ruskin Bond received the Sahitya Akademi Award, one of the most prestigious awards for literature in India, for English writing in India. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999. Padma Shri is also one of the most prestigious awards in India that is given by Government of India. So in 1999, Ruskin Bond was awarded with the award Padma Shri by the Government of India. Ruskin Bond lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie, Uttarakhand. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie in Uttarakhand. Now let's turn towards the introduction of the poem, and I introduce the poem Cherry Tree. The poem Cherry Tree is about the poet's ecstasy over a tree which he planted, which took 8 years to grow. The present poem Cherry Tree is about the poet's great happiness. Ecstasy means great happiness over a tree, or the cherry tree, which he planted and took 8 years to grow. He is expressing his wonder at the ways of nature and how the cherry blossoms are fragile and quick to fall. In this poem, the poet Ruskin Bond expresses his wonder at the ways of nature, at the miracle of the nature, and how cherry blossoms are delicate, are fragile, and quick to fall. The tree gives him immense joy as he can see the stars and the blue sky through dappled green trees. Dappled means having dark or light patches. This tree gives the poet great pleasure, great happiness, as he can see the stars and the blue sky through dark and the leaves having the dark and light patches. So another important thing or aspect of this poem is this poem is a nature poem too, because this poem describes the nature and it deals with the various aspects of the nature. So friends, here we should stop. In my next video lecture, I will start the reading of the poem. I will read the poem line by line and I will explain you the poem Cherry Tree in detail. So, after watching this video lecture, you solve all these activities in the icebreakers of this poem and write them in your long book or register of English. Also write the meanings of the difficult words that are given in the blue margin of this poem. Recite them or read them twice or thrice and read the introduction of the poet and the poem too. In my next video lecture, I will start reading of this poem and I will explain you the poem line by line. So I rest here. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.